What's up, guys? It's this time of the year again, right? The moment we are all living for. It's the hype month. The I am with this new girl and sex is freaking nice time of the year. It's basically the month before a Call of Duty game release. And back in my days, back when every AAA games were actual good games, we were probably watching 360 no scopes one page on YouTube instead of seeking impressions and review videos like this one. You know why? I think it's because nobody needed a video like this one to know if it was safe to buy a game or not. Now we are asking ourselves different questions, like, am I going to invest $70 into something I'm not going to play anymore after a week? If you're a PC player like me, am I going to be forced, sorry, to stop playing the game because of low player count after 2 weeks? I'll be sharing my personal opinion about the beta we had and the general experience so far. And first of all, I believe that the most important thing to decide is to know if the game is fun or not. For me, the short answer is yes. I had a blast playing throughout the whole beta weekend. I would have liked to play the full game, of course, and not just only a couple of maps, weapons, and content, but it was a nice beta. They even increased the max level to 25 on Sunday, I think, so we were able to experience more content, more kill streaks, more weapons. Uh, and of course, like every beta, we were lucky, I guess, enough to experience some pretty interesting visual glitches, balance issues, and some general bugs. But the overall experience was a lot of fun to me anyway. And Infinity Ward, being the studio behind the game, has been around for many years now, so I'm confident that most of the issues will be fixed with a 500 gigabyte patch on launch day. Yeah. Listen, guys, I've been around since World at War, so around 12 years now. And in my opinion, one of the most important factor in a Call of Duty game is how the gunplay feels. So this is a personal choice, but I think Black Ops 1 and COD 4 are the top contenders when it comes to shooting enemies. But I do believe that Modern Warfare is definitely there somewhere on top. I think one of the main issues that the studio needs to fix in Modern Warfare is the range on the assault rifles. It needs to be scaled down. It will definitely have players using different kind of scopes than the reflex and holographics, for example, because right now it's just crazy. Scaling down the range will also help the new ground war mode, by balancing the gunfights, for example. And because the time to kill is really fast in Modern Warfare, the fact that assault rifles currently have that good of a range makes it very hard for me and for my fellow players to survive in a ground war game or just in bigger maps in general. I swear, the amount of times I've been outsniped by a dude using an assault rifle across the map, it's just insane. Maybe I'm getting older, maybe I just kind of becoming a noob. I don't know, you tell me. Now let's talk about the maps for a second. I think they are amazing for the ones we had a chance to play, of course. Finally, it seems that like they are getting rid of the three lines template that we used to play for a while now. I know that Call of Duty veterans fight over this, but I do prefer non-linear maps as it gives players more options to play the game basically. More options means that most of them will take you hours to memorize and probably days to master. I don't know what's the problem with this, to be honest. Another thing that I think many players will actually like is the amount of details Infinity Ward put in their weapon system for Modern Warfare. The fact that you can now add perks to a gun is just a great addition. Most of the attachments has deeper stats modifications than what we are used to. Everything in there gives you enough control over what you bring to the battleground to fully customize your class without the need to add superhero skills like we previously had to deal with in some of the recent Call of Duty games. Um, Now I want to talk about a little bit about the engine. It's important, guys. It is really. It's the first full new engine used in the Call of Duty games for the last 14 years. Uh, just think about it. It's kind of a huge deal, and I do believe that they got it right on their first try. I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of years ago, we were introduced to the Frostbite engine during a Battlefield 3 beta. That was a catastrophe. I swear, just go watch some YouTube clips from the Battlefield 3 beta. It's just a good laugh, to be honest. But now with the new engine, things like ray tracing, 4K with HDR, and just better visuals in general will be coming to the COD franchise, and I think it's a good thing. I also wanted to cover something that I was waiting for a while. Modern Warfare introduced their new crossplay feature this year. The fact that we are now able to play with players from other platforms is just amazing to me. I play on PC and I was not dominating console players, and they were not crushing me either. Maybe it's because I did not play enough, but I do think it's quite well balanced right now. This new thing just gives me hope that the player base will be better for this Call of Duty game. Let me tell you that since Black Ops 2, for PC players, it's been hard, very hard to find good lobbies after the first month or 2 months if you're lucky following a launch. Last but not least, guys, I think players will be pleased with the fact that Activision's decided to say no to paid DLC. All the hate players have towards EA and Activision's, this is something that I don't really understand, but I know they screwed up multiple times in the past, and they will probably screw up again in the futures. But guys, come on, no paid DLC for Modern Warfare. No community split this year. A single big community linked via crossplay. And the fact that every player will play the same game all year long. I really do think this is a huge thing. We saw EA did the same thing with Battlefield 5 and Battlefront 2. And Activision needed to do it too, and they did. So yeah, I'll give it to you guys. I did not talk a lot about negative aspects of the game in this video. Weapon balance, performance issue, OP kill streak, to OP kill streak, to OP kill streak. I prefer waiting after the release, before pointing out bugs that will probably get fixed on that big fat launch day patch. The beta was a way for me to discover the game, and I did, and it was a way to know more about the general feel of it. And I had a blast. I honestly had a blast. What about you guys? Did you enjoy it? I'd like to hear you guys about what you have to say on Modern Warfare. Comment your thoughts on down in the comment section. And I'll definitely be playing more of Modern Warfare at its release. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I also need money, YouTube money, to feed my dog. Please. Cheers, guys.